Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in LOTRO and we're back on Miss Medrielle, who, after the holiday, is ready to get right back into her questing, and she needs to go talk to Ramdir and Corridon in the shadow of the Argonath. Now, I think we might be able to swim there. Probably it's going to take a minute, though. Well, I think it's going to take a minute either way. But that's the Argonath over there. But yeah, let's see. While we're swimming, as Corridon is in the shadow of the Argonath in the east wall, you have learned much about what befell the fellowship and should now return to tell the story to Corridon. And then Ramdir. Ramdir wants to speak with you in the shadow of the Argonath north along the Anduin. Ramdir has wanted to gaze upon the pillars of the kings for many years, and he's asked to meet you at the place where he has a good vantage point of them. Of course, we still have to finish these quests, captive friend quest, which might be the long-awaited site, might be part of that, so. Pretty impressive looking statues, especially cast in shadow like that. Those would be some impressive statues in real life. Yeah, those would be some wholly impressive statues in real life. We're almost there. Just have to get up on shore now. That's something I should have thought of in advance, right? Come on. Can you not get up there? Oh, I think we could get up on land from over here. Well, here's Corridon.
It is a sad tale you weave.
The burden our mutual friends bear caused some amount of discord among them, and they were splintered. It seems from the signs you read that one or more of them repented of their deeds and sought to repair the divide when the orcs appeared. One halfling stayed clear of the fighting, and it seems another joined him. If they did not cross the river by themselves, I cannot come up with another explanation. The two of them have now left the east wall, heading east. You know the identity of these two, Medrielle. Can it be anyone other than the bearer of the great burden and his loyal servant? Only Galadriel can hope to see them now. I am uncertain of the path of the rest of the company, but my own reading of the signs has shown me something that seems fairly clear. 3 of that company have left for Rohan, on foot. I believe they pursue the other 2 halflings of the company.
We should go to Mansig's encampment to speak with Ingild.
Horn and Nona went to the camp Thrameric spoke of, led by a Rohirrim man named Mansig. His encampment is located on the border of the east wall in the Norcross. They were going to speak with a man there named Ingild, who claims to have seen something of interest to us. You should speak with this man now and see what he knows. I will come as well. Alright, so that takes us somewhere else. That camp that I couldn't find earlier, that I accidentally almost mistook an orc camp for. Of course, we're not too worried about the orcs here, from Mordor or not. And here is Ramdir.
Behold, the pillars of the kings. I wish I could explain to you what this means to me.
The wardens of Minas Ithil have long fought on in the memory of the Towers of the Moon, though it has been lost to the enemy for so many years. It is called Minas Morgul now, and those of us who remember what it once stood for are few. Many of my fellows abandoned the cause because it seemed impossible to go on. They said we toiled for naught. Would they think so if they could stand where I stand now and gaze upon these likenesses of Isildur and Honorian? They are a reminder, Medrielle, that the works of men will last, that the spirit of men cannot be crushed, despite adversity and the passage of time. Even the orcs cannot tear them down, and if they sought to, my heart sings that men would take the pieces and build them anew. So we got shields, which we don't use anyway. We have something shooting at us. Excuse me, I was talking to someone. You were incredibly rude. And with that, we need to talk to... we have to go back to that camp again. I feel like we do. But I don't think we'll take the swim again. I mean, it's faster, but at the same time, this way we can stop at this camp and talk to these people. And maybe kill an orc or two on the way, because why not? Those are some tall trees. Excuse me? Yeah, I didn't think so. Not today. That's a swart hound. Looks like a mangy dog. Nice, we'll grab this while we're here. And these guys are mangy hounds. Where are you? Oh, right in front of me. Maybe if I scroll down a little bit, I could see better. How far away are we? Oh, we're not that far away from this camp, wherever it is. It's very stormy in the world right now. Might as well kill everything we see on the way past. There we go. That. And that. And this is incredibly too easy. Hey, one that took more than 2 hits. Now is this the Rohirrim camp? I feel like it is. What's facing me? Oh, an archive. So we have to go in from the other side, I think. Who's shooting at me? Oh, there you are. Hello, orc. Do you mind? Well, that is one ugly orc. So this is Mensig's encampment. And off the bat, we're going to grab the stable. Now we can go back and forth between here and Parth Glen. A lot easier. Excuse me. Hello, sir.
You're here to help? Thank the Hammerhand for that.
We can use every pair of strong arms we can get. We rode from Harwick with enough men and horses to investigate the troubling reports of orc activity in the East Wall, but we were not prepared for what we found. As we began pitching our tents and unloading supplies, we were set upon by a contingent of orcs. The battle was made the fiercer by its sudden joining, and though we drove off the enemy for a time, we suffered many losses. Ask me anything, and I will tell you. But if you have a moment, could you see to the comfort of our wounded? Alright. I will see what I can do. saw to the comfort of injured Rohirrim. Well, fortunately for them, she is a runekeeper, which means she's good at tending to the wounded. Okay. Done. So, who leads this band? Mensig leads this company at the command of Harding, Reeve of the Wolf. The Lord of Harwick is troubled by the reports of Easterlings gathering in the Brownlands, but he cannot ignore whatever has brought so many orcs across the river into the East Wall. He charged Mensig with investigating the cause, and here we came with as much haste as could be mustered. Okay. And what can you tell me about these lands? I will tell you the truth, friend. The Rohirrim do not like to come to this land. There were often orcs on the far side of the river, and small parties of the villains would cross in order to steal horses from the mart. Something has brought them across in far greater numbers in the past few days. I know not what. It has not improved my opinion of the place, I say. And how did the orcs surprise you? You may well ask that, and I imagine Mensig has asked Wilfrith and Radwolf that very question. We knew there were orcs in the East Wall. We knew they were here in great numbers, and still they managed to ambush us. I do not know how it happened. One moment we were making camp, and then the next we were beset by a raiding party of shouting orcs. He shudders. We were too confident in ourselves. We will not make that mistake again. Easy words. And from where did you come? This band is made of men from all reaches of Rohan, from Snowbarn in the Sutcrofts, and as far north as Thornhope in the Entwashed Vale. Most of us hail from Harwick, as does Mensig himself. It is my home as well. We rode south along the road when we were given this charge, stopping only at Floodwind to water our horses. We arrived at nightfall yesterday, and that is when the orcs set upon us. An orc ambush. Alright, so I've helped you're injured.
You will find work here, if you seek it.
Thank you, Medrielle. Many of these men will need to be borne back to Harwick to rest from their injuries, but until we can return to the wolves, we must do what we can for them here. Ask me any questions you like, and I will answer as best I may. You will find work here if you seek it. We must recover from the orc attack and regain the initiative if we are to succeed in our errand. Alright. And that opened up a couple of quests here, and one that's already got a ring. This is Engold.
A party of Uruks fled from the east wall of the Norcrofts on foot.
I do not know anything about that Dunlending girl, but Horn is one of my people and I trust him. I will tell you what I told him. A party of Uruks has fled from the east wall on foot into the Norcrofts. If you go to the ridge west of here, you might be able to look over the plains and see where they went. Alright. So we have that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright, let's pick up as many as we can. Might as well front load them, right?
Give me 3 good archers from Snowbourne, and I could keep a dozen orcs at bay.
The bows of my people are well made, but it is the strength of a Rohirrim archer's arm and the sharpness of his eye that truly makes him dangerous. Orcs are different. Their bows are crudely fashioned, and they seek to make up for their poor training with numbers only. Still, an arrow fired poorly from hiding can pierce even the bravest man on occasion. Defeat archers throughout the east wall, Medrielle, and bring me their bows for breaking. I do not want a stray arrow to fell even a single man more. So you want me to collect some orc weapons that you can destroy. Very good.
Several of my friends have gone missing. I have not seen them since the attack.
You heard about the orc attacks, Medrielle. They fell upon us without warning, as we were trying to get this camp established. We're still trying to recover from it. Look around you. If the orcs attack again, we might not be as fortunate as we were the first time. Several of my friends have gone missing, and I have not seen them since the attack. Look for Langmanu and Swiftlick, somewhere in the east wall, Medrielle. I am worried about them. Langmanu is too proud to ask for help if he needs it, and Swiftlick is not as bold as he was in his youth. If my friends are lost and frightened, they will probably seek out the streams or falls that dot the landscape of the east wall. Look for water, and you may be able to find out what happened to them. Alright. I need to track down some missing men. And you.
Look at the state of this camp.
My men had not been here for an hour when a band of screaming orcs fell upon us. The walls were not yet up, and some of my warriors were away seeking firewood. The men of Rohan are made of stern stuff indeed, as are their horses. We did not despair, though we were beset on all sides. My fighting men were able to keep the orcs at bay until my other warriors returned. Then it became a rout. Many of the orcs still lurk in the surrounding woods. If you are a friend to the men of Rohan, I ask you to remedy this blight upon the east wall. Wilfrith tells me there are several types of orcs in this area, of different sizes or types or loyalties. Orc or Uruk, it is all the same to me. Remove them, Medrielle, and I will count you as friend. Alright, kill orcs. Well, I think in that we're in agreement. And you, sir?
I am something of an expert on orcs.
You are here to help? Good. I trust Mensig, of course, but he did lead us into an ambush. He is my captain, and I will not forget it, but I have seen more of war than he has. He may have underestimated the orc threat here in the east wall, but I will not. I am something of an expert on orcs, and have fought some hundreds of the creatures. They come in all shapes and sizes, and the sharp eye can distinguish other differences as well. To many of my people, an orc is an orc, but I can see even the subtle differences. I think we are dealing with several distinct tribes, Medrielle. Defeat orcs and uruks in the woods of the east wall, and collect arrows from their quivers. By studying them, I can determine what tribes we are dealing with here in the east wall. Okay, so he's apparently a scholar in orcs. And this side is blocked off. Very wise, but also kind of unwise. That leaves you only one egress for escape should it become necessary. Unless y'all all clamber over this and jump over the side of a fence. I guess that's possible. If you're injured, not so much. Alright, enough studying their layout here. I think that's where we're going to leave it. Next time we will go out and kill a bunch of orcs, gather some stuff, and see if we can't find these missing men. Until then, bye for now.